Hi everyone, it's between morning and afternoon, just before lunch. So let's make Lulu fast while you're fasting. Oh. While I do my video. Okay, so today is day 23 and it's a suggestion by Joyce. Use junk mail to make embellishments, page flips, envelopes, short window, tucks, paper tabs, snippet roll. Joyce, that's a lot. Anyway, we don't have any junk mail in the sense that there's no there's nothing being left in the junk mail box at the moment because of the situation. So I didn't have any, but I did have this that was dropped off with the mask for my mother-in-law. So I'll cover that up maybe. And then I've obviously got lots of envelopes as well that I can use. Some have already been tea dyed, so we can use those. And yeah, I don't have anything else really, so except for envelopes. I've got lots of envelopes, so we'll just work with these and see what happens. So day 23, using up junk mail. Well, I guess envelopes is part of the junk mail group, so that's what I'm going to use. And I've got a few. Oh no, I won't use those envelopes. Okay, so I thought what I would do was I wanted to have a play. I haven't had a play with my new kit, so I think I'm going to be naughty. Well, not naughty, but indulge myself. That's what I'm going to, that's the right word. I'm going to indulge myself. So let's pull it out. It's here somewhere. That's not it. That's the other kit. Here we go. So, oh, Lulu, yeah? Excuse me. On the top of the boxes over there, out there in the corridor on the right, there are some envelopes. Can you bring me some of those?
On the right or on the left?
On the right. Okay. Yep, so I'm going to indulge myself and use, I've got that many printouts from the trials. Any envelopes that are there, that are like empty envelopes.
How many?
Just bring a handful, please.
Okay,
Thank you, Lulu. They're the other kids.
Mummy, when you said, oh, it's between the morning and what did you say?
An afternoon.
You sound like a weather lady.
Oh, I sound like a weather lady.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lulu. Okay, so we have plenty of envelopes because I don't often throw those out. And so yes, so we'll use those. So what will we make? Well, let's make first. Well, first of all, I think I'm going to cut this one and I'm going to make 2 pockets out of it. So I guess I'm showing you what you can do with the envelopes because that's about all I've got. So I'm going to cut it. I'm going to make 2 pockets. Okay. I've got my cutter near. My table is very tidy. I might need to slide over a bit. I feel I might need my sewing machine. Oh, I've got dark thread in there and light in the bottom. That's a problem. Anyway, I can pause the video and join 2 together. Right, so this one's easy. This one you stitch down the side or glue, stitch or glue, and you can make a little pocket like that at the top. So first of all, I'm just going to cover it actually with I was going to say with a fabric, but I'm covering it with, oh, I really love that little piece there. So let's get the ruler and get tearing. Oh, I'm feeling... So yesterday was a real struggle. I got my video done in the morning, but I didn't post it until the evening after dinner. I had trouble uploading it because I don't know what YouTube was making me use the new studio, and I was not enjoying using the new studio. It wouldn't upload. I had to go in the other room, so that was annoying. I started, I have made a start on putting together the journals made with everything that you lovely ladies sent me in my birthday challenge. Now, I'm still waiting on some to come in to update you on that. I'm just going to glue that right there. I'm still waiting for some entries to come in. I have to go to the post office and pick up 3, and I can't go at the moment because it's pension time, and that goes on for a week because they do it alphabetically. Normally it goes on for 2 days. As I've told you before, all the elderly go, and I don't know why. My granny used to go and, you know, well, she used to put some in the bank, but she used to go and get it all out. I don't know why they have to have it in their pocket. Anyway, to be fair to my gran, it was in the 90s, and I don't think she didn't have an FPOS card in those days. Gosh, isn't it sad when they're 90? I mean, that's a done pocket. Oh, the one thing I might do is I would snip that there, and what I would do here is put a little bit of old book page, just so you look at that and not the grey or something, maybe some tea-dyed paper. Yep, so to be fair to my gran, who I miss terribly, and I was very sad because I went to live in Italy and I was very close to her, my mum's mum, and yeah, and so she was devastated when I left. Oh, mate, it's making me cry. I can't think about it. Yep, so anyway, she used to go and you know, when the pension came in, she'd go down and cash up. So I guess they do that here, but, you know, because of the coronavirus, they have to go alphabetically. So it's A and B, and then I don't know what, and then the next, and then the next until they're done. So I don't even dare venture, and I have to go to 3 different post offices, which is really annoying. But anyway, I will do it. So I'm waiting for those. I've got a video to do today for a couple of entries that have arrived. One arrived a little while ago, but I was just waiting for a couple more to come in. And then we're going to collage this. Now I will stitch down the side of that. I have to change my thread. And that's just a lovely little pocket. Isn't that was just how quick. That took literally 2 minutes with gas bagging in between. So the first, what are you doing, Billy Big Ears? No, I'm being, not saying it in a bad way. You don't need to apologise. Right, so what was I saying now? She's got me off track. I'm off track now. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, I do like it. Oh, why don't I just use, I could put that in there. So yes, so what was I was talking about the giveaway. That's what I was talking about. So yes, so I'm waiting for a few. I'm not doing the draw yet. There's still quite a list of people whose things haven't come in yet. And I've also, well, it's a benefit because waiting for me to do the draw, me putting it off means that I've decided to make more. So I haven't shown you the prizes yet because I'm still faffing about with them. So, but I will be doing that video soon. I did promise it, and then I decided to, I'm actually doing more prizes than I originally thought because I was so thankful and overwhelmed by so many entries. Like, incredible. Just thank you so much. I just can't believe it. So there will be more prizes than I think I originally said 3. There might be 5. And if I wait any longer, it might just grow. It might just keep on growing because that's, you know, why not? So I think everybody deserves a prize, but I can't do that, can I? So I'm just putting this in. I don't even know that it's, I've got my wet towel hanging next to me, that it's that straight, but isn't that nice? So thank you so much, everybody, for supporting me with the kit too. We really had a lot of fun making it. Really, really. I mean, Steph really got in touch with his feminine side, didn't he? Clever boy. And I'm going to put that there. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fold it around the side. So that way it, I'm just going to tear it a bit longer than I need it. That way you don't see the white of the envelope. I mean, who doesn't love a flower? Well, some people might not. I shouldn't assume that everybody likes flowers, but I do. And I'll tell you another nice thing that's come out of doing this challenge is that I now have a little idea of what I would like to do when I do our family album. So that's exciting. I might just slowly work on those and just do little collages and sorry, just see that. Oh. Yeah, just do little collages and oh gosh, I can't get my words out. What's happening to me? Yeah, just do little collages and then just have single pages that I'm going to hinge and then put it all together. There you go, got it out. Right, so quite a few printouts of this one. That bird would be good on there. Oh, I didn't finish. So I've started putting together the journals. I had a really great recommendation from Wendy, from Wendy's Journal Adventures. Thank you, Wendy. And so I started with her recommendation, and I must say, I'd have to rip off the beak. I better not do that. I must say it's turning out beyond my expectations. I've nearly finished 2. So, Lulu, what was your guess? How many journals will I have to make?
5. No, did I say 4 or 5?
You said 5. So, Lulu said 5. I thought 6, but now that I'm making them, it might go beyond. And I am getting a lot in them. I am putting a lot in them. Now, we need to see, put my measurements up here. I'd like it to go, I probably should hand tear it, but I probably will make a mess of it. So I need that to go up there. I'll tear that down there. Now, I can't tell you how many times I printed these out because then Steph would come along and do something and then we'd print it out again to see what we liked best. So there are many that are similar, but there are very subtle differences. So I've got plenty to use here. And that's going to go down there. Just put my little marker. Well, actually, I didn't need to do that. I can do that. Right. So pretty. And I'm going to fold this over. So this is going to be a good session making all these little bits and pieces. So with one envelope, we've made two things. So obviously you could also just tear off the front and then stitch just that to the page if you wanted to. We might do one of those as well. Similar, but just it won't be like a pocket like that. But see this, you can stitch down there. It can be floating, so you could decorate the back, or you could stitch it down there and there, and have it as a side tuck as well. So it's quite versatile. Oh, I like that little bit of medieval mirage there. I'm going to stick that right there. I love this sort of thing. Love it. Isn't that pretty? And I need a little strip of something up there. Yes, so yesterday was, oh, this is the perfect little strip of something from Steffi's other kit that he did. He was very excited to do that kit. I'm going to put that up there with all of the things scanned from my antique books. He was so cute. He came up to me and he said, "Can I make a kit for you? I've got an idea." And I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, can I scan all of those little decorative details from your old books and make a kit out of it?" And I said, "Go for it." Do whatever you like. And it sounds fantastic. So there we go. So there's that. And I could decide to put a butterfly on there. That's very me. I like that. Okay. And then I've got this one now. This is this is recycled. This is very nice. So obviously you could, well, another nice idea with these is to open them. So I'll just cut it open. I'll do a very bodgy job probably. So another nice job is to cut them open and then you put it into your signature. And then I've done it in one journal that actually I have to send the photographs. Oh my gosh, ladies, 4 of you. I have finished your journals on my list. Karen, you're one of them. And I've finished them. And well, because I'm not in a hurry, because, you know, shipping is a problem at the moment. But I've finished 4 journals and I haven't even photographed them or anything yet. And they've been finished for a while. So what I'm saying is this, just let me grab a piece of coffee dyed paper. I'll grab a nice one that I would put in a journal. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, come out. So for example, that's a nice piece with a bit of pattern on. Oh, it's a bit grungy there, so maybe I'll do it that way. And so what I would do is I would have, so this is my signature, and I'd have my envelope. I'd trim it down, obviously, or maybe I would have it in, yeah, I would trim it down. And I would stitch this to the page here, and so you get a nice window side tuck. And this I would leave floating and just collage it. So actually, why don't I trim this down to that size, because that's quite likely what I'll do with it. Oopsie. I probably won't get everything done that you asked for, Joyce, because that's a lot of stuff to get done in one video, but I'll do as much as I can. Okay, so this is another idea with the envelope, and so then maybe I'll give it a little trim there. Oh, I probably don't need to. I can cover it with my paper. Oh no, I think I will. Oh, my decisions are the worst. Just so it's nice. I'm feeling it's my sister's fault. She's much more precise than I am, and she has her, and I really don't have an excuse for not using my trimmer. It's that like, oh, someone asked me, sorry, a few days ago, it's tonic, and the size, they asked me it's about 14.5 centimeters, or it goes a bit wider up there, about 6 inches, and then it's about 28 centimeters long, or 11 inches. Very light. I love it, and it cuts very well. So there we go. I've trimmed that off so it's nice and neat. And then this is lovely and recycled. Like, you could even just leave that and then just cover that. So, and I'm just going to do like a little bit of collaging here, and here I'll probably just choose a nice part of one of the papers and then just cover it. You know, my journals tend to become very, very bulky. So, you know, I have issues with keeping my journals laying flat. Once I start putting stuff in them, they just explode. So it's a bit of a problem for me. I really like that. So that, for example, might need a little bit of collaging. So let's just tear this down. So I won't show you the journals that I've made until I've finished. I did, well, yesterday was a bit of a, and the day before was not a good day either. And yesterday, as you know, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning and was up because I couldn't sleep anymore. And so I got a lot done, not as far as in work, but I had to do some housework and stuff. I hadn't really done a lot of housework for quite some time, which is very bad. And so I needed to get some housework done, and so I got quite a bit of that done, and I got my video done early, which was good, but I still had anxiety. It was just the tiredness. And I don't actually mind that you can see I don't want to see the writing, but I don't mind you can see the edges, because it's actually a recycled envelope, as I mentioned before. Yeah, so yesterday was a bit of an off day, and so I decided I couldn't go through that again. Like today would have been even worse. So I took some melatonin last night and I woke up this morning like a truck had hit me. And I've got a sore shoulder. It's just have a whinge, Rachel. Why don't you just have a whinge? I've got a sore, like that when you get that sharp pain in your shoulder blade, like you've got a needle or a knife stuck in it. That's how it feels. It's actually just from or sitting at the computer, or, you know, just sitting and working and doing stuff like that. It's just like kind of like a repetitive strain sort of injury. And so, yeah, and you know, that makes you miserable. It takes a while to go away and just makes you feel miserable. So I woke up this morning with that pain, and I felt like a truck had hit me. I thought, oh my goodness, how am I going to cope today? And then I thought, well, I haven't exercised, and that doesn't help since last week.
You didn't exercise?
No, but I hadn't. I hadn't exercised since last week. So I decided I'm just going to do my exercises this morning. And I did one Pop Sugar Fitness I did. But I didn't do one of the jumping ones. There wasn't very much jumping in it because of my shoulder. I didn't want to make it worse, because then you're out of action for like a week. I did one where it was sort of like toning legs and stuff like that. And it was great. And actually, it made my head clear, which was fantastic. My head cleared, and the headache went, and I didn't feel sort of dopey anymore. So, yep, really good idea to go and do exercises, I thought. I need to go to the supermarket too. That's causing me anxiety. That always causes me anxiety, going to the supermarket. And I'm putting it off. I keep putting it off. I'm going tomorrow now. We're down to our last roll of toilet paper.
Really?
Yep. Not because there's a shortage of toilet paper. It's because I'm not going to the supermarket very often to buy more.
We're going to continue starting out for lunch, okay?
Wow. Lunch might be a minute. Although I can stop my video like that. And I think I'm going to put some old book page down there. Oh, maybe some green. Oh, green would be nice down there. Oh, and look at that. Wouldn't you know, it's the perfect length. So I've just got to be very careful. I'd like the jagged edge. So I'm going to be very careful. Now, the way I'm not doing a fantastic job at tearing, but I'm controlling it because I'm keeping my two thumbs near each other. I've got sticky fingers, just a minute. So maybe after this envelope, I better pause my video. The only thing is my iMovies keeps telling me my phone's full, and really it's not. I delete everything, and then I have to turn my phone off because it seems to remember that it's full and it's not. It's very annoying. There we go. That will glue down there. There we go. Good. Very nice. And then I need something down here, maybe some book page. Oh, this is very nice. Oh, 1826, that one. It's that lovely paper. I don't think I'll use that one. I've got a bag full of papers here, but some of them have like botanical images, which are a rarity. I think I'll use this usual one. I'll use it until it's gone. And I think I'll keep that nice edge there. That's what will go there. So roller, that's where I've got to tear it. So quite often I just look at what word. Oh, that's perfect. What word, where do I need to rip it off? Where's what word? At what word? Put that there. It's crooked. I'm just going to move it up a little bit. Oops. That wouldn't be good, would it? So it's always a bonus if you've got a recycled envelope, because you don't feel like it's not bright white and it's speckledy, because you can see the recycled bits in it. And so you don't feel like you have to cover it, you know, like go round corners and stuff like that. That's what I want to say. Okay, and then I think I'll put something colourful down there maybe. What do I have? Something colourful. I may go into the scrappy scraps over here. Oh, I think even this piece of paper would be, what's that? That'll do. I think I'll stick that there. It's not that colourful, but it's different colour to the rest. And I'm going to actually tear that a little bit better. Trim that off. So how quick was that? I think that's funny because it doesn't go right across, so I think I'll tear it to there. And then today I think I'm going to work on a couple of design team projects. A couple. That sounds ambitious. And they might go as part of, so then you can embellish them. I don't know that I've got anything in here that I want to use. Love that. I could put that there. No, I have to find something smaller, but anyway, that gives you an idea. That's another envelope. So with one envelope, we've got two. This can be like a floating pocket, like you can hinge it, same with this one, and then you could cover the back so for writing, and I've done that quite often. Actually, I should sit down and do some of those. Or otherwise it can be attached down to the page and be a side tuck, or it can just be stuck down onto the page as it is. Or you could stitch around three sides and it can be a pocket in front and pocket behind. And the same with this one, but this one has a window. So I like that. Okay, and then this one, I'm actually going to leave that because I don't know if you can see that, but that there is recycled paper, and it's actually quite a nice colour. Covered that. You can put a label there. You can do any other embellishing that you want. So that's just going to become like a page in a journal. And so this is going to stitch down into the other page, as I mentioned before. So this could be my page here. And so when you open the journal, this will be stitched down there. And it's a pocket, and you slip something in there. So just say this is my journaling card. That slips in there, and you can see it in the pocket. And sometimes you could even stitch them down here, and then you have something in there and something there. And then turn your pages, and then that's just like a regular page in the journal. And then it looks pretty like that. So that's that idea. Now, what else did Joyce say? So we could make a page flip. So maybe I'll use this to make a page flip. So, well, I would just rip this in half. Because it's too big. Maybe I wouldn't like, no, maybe I'll have it in half that way. This is going to be my page flip here. Got to cover it with some paper. And I would make it so that you could write on the other side. So let's see what nice paper we've got. Well, we haven't used our birdie yet, have we? Might tear it down so it fits that. Might tear off a bit more. As long as I don't lose the beak. And I'm just, oh wait, no, I'm going to tear the bottom off first. So yeah, it's not a very junk mail time at the moment, is it? Because of the Rona. Nobody's delivering any junk mail because that's not allowed. Oh, yesterday I was talking to my mum, and she was in a bit of a funk as well. F-U-N-K, not the other word. I hope you understood what I said. I didn't say any bad words. And so anyway, we'll both wow to each other. And what was I going to tell you about, Mum? Just a minute. I've had a blank. I'll have to tell you after. I'm going to actually roll that over and stick it down. No need to take it off. What was I going to say about Mum? So I was talking to Mum, and we were having a whinge, the two of us. She's finished her Anne, is it Anne McDonald thing? She's finished it, my clever Mum. I haven't touched it. Have not touched it. Oh, the other side. We need to make it a journaling spot. Well, look, you can journal there. Perfect. Same paper. So let me see. Oh, yes, perfect. That's exactly what I want. So I might just, first of all, I'm going to rip that off. Even though, oh, no, it's going to be a little bit too tall, so I'll rip it off afterwards. I'm going to put my glue down. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yesterday, I had this weird cough yesterday. I thought, oh my gosh, it was a bizarre cough. It wouldn't go away. And Mum was, actually, I haven't told her that I don't have anything that's gone today. She was worrying that I had the virus. I said, I don't think so, Mum. Although you just don't know. Okay. So I'm going to tear that down there. Oh, I said I was going to go and make lunch after the other one. Oh, well. I literally had a giggle. Oh, I'm sorry to take off those little things. Steffi was very proud of that little border he put on there. There we go. So that's for writing. That's at the front, but that needs something else. It does. Oh. Oh, no, there it is. I thought I ripped off the antenna. I'm always ripping something off. Oh, I quite like that. I might need a smaller one. I could put one of these graphics fairy. Oh, that's pretty. I think I'm going to put the graphics fairy there. So that's going to be a hinged flip out. And you can do them any shape you like. I'm actually going to put this down a little bit. So you can see that beautiful lace up there. But also, if I needed to resize it, in fact, I won't stitch around it. I'll only stitch down the side when I add my hinge. But we'll do that afterwards. So it's got writing on that side. Isn't that pretty? And then it could also be a tag, but it's going to be a flip out. So I will stitch a little bit of fabric down the side, but I won't stitch all the way around until I know exactly what size I need. So I'm going to put you on pause, and I'm going to go and make something for my daughter, and then I'll be back.